guys. Happy Thursday. It's almost Friday. Ugh. I dread the weekends anymore, I really honestly do. So, alright, nothing from the little boy. Nothing at all. I'm wondering if he ran away, if he went away. Did he cross over? Did he get comfort to where, when I held my ghost child? That sounds really strange. That sounds really weird. But I don't know. He's just not. I don't feel him in here. I don't feel anything. But the other strange thing is that starting, when was it? I think it was the 25th of December. I think so. Or New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, and then the 25th of December. It was really weird that me and my dad both felt this cold. Literally a cold, I mean, you could put your hand in it and it was like a giant ball of cold air, and then beside it was completely naturally regular temperature. So it was just really strange, and we could both feel it, and it was on our tops of our arms from there and then just to our legs, and it was very odd. So we kind of think that might have been my uncle who just passed away at like 52 or 59. 58, yeah, I miss him, but we kind of think that's him visiting and, kind of being here with us for the holidays. But it was really chilly. I'm like, geez, Uncle Pat, come on now. You are a big man. Bring some warmth, not some cold. So, who knows? Alright, new moon is coming up in very, very, 3 days or 4 days or something like that. So, what are you guys going to be doing? Anything? Anything to, for Hecate or anything like that? Alright, so we have the moon card today. Look at that moon card, seriously. I mean, look at that. That is incredible. We have so much going on in just this one card. It is incredible. So, we're going to open up this lovely little book. It really is an amazing little book. And we have the moon. I really can't start to wait reading with these. Alright, so in a high vibe, we have intuition, psychic ability, dream states, creativity, secret psyche, and lucidity. In a low vibe, we have depression, delusion, lunacy, fear, isolation, addiction, anxiety, and deception. I love these cards. They are just incredible. Alright, so the moon represents a fertile time to journey into the liminal space that exists in between conscious and unconscious awareness. Yes, the liminal space is like in between times. So, alright, things may not feel completely rational or coherent at this time. Considering what had happened yesterday, oh my, yeah. So just out of view where you cannot quite see it, something's rustling in the shadows, metaphorically. Tremendous spiritual and creative clarity is possible for those willing to brave the dark unknown. So under the light of the moon stands the tower, replete and duplicated, a dog and a wolf howl, the tame and wild sides of our animalistic nature. The water is human consciousness becoming conscious. Traditionally there's a lobster at the bottom of the card, but I've used amoebas to symbolize mankind crawling out of the primordial ooze and becoming conscious by the light of the moon. I like that a lot better than I do whatever that lobster thing was. I always wondered what that was. A lobster. Alright, so the pyramid represents mysteries revealed under the moon's light. Alright, so you may be receiving downloads from your higher self, opening up your third eye and intuitive gifts. The downloads of information, I love that. Inner psyche work reveals secrets. It dispels illusions and helps uncover buried personal truth and mysteries. So the veil between the worlds is thin. Psychic activity may be at a high. Premonitions, lucid dreaming, and astral projection can be experienced. Keep a journal beside to jot down your dreams. So the etheric moon energy can feel unnerving when it shines on you. The moon controls the ocean's tides and keeps Earth stable in its rotation, so its influence is not to be underestimated. Can you face your true self? and survive with lucidity intact. Don't stay in hell too long, lest you wander off path permanently. Ooh, I like this. So, who you are, where you are from, and where you are heading. There are only some of the these are only some of the mysteries to unravel. So for some who pull the moon card, recent confusion has lifted and your senses may feel tingly and flush with creativity. Let your imaginative side out to give your higher self a voice. So in relationship dynamics, an intense connection may feel broody and moody. Communicate in new ways to open up. Others may discover there's more to a new partner than meets the eye. Yeah, no, there's not. But anyways, get all the details before handing over your heart. Yes, exactly. Check in with how you vibrate around certain people, places, and things, and spend your valuable time with what and who uplifts you. So, in professional life, get all crucial data before making decisions. It's easy to misinterpret information and actions, so thoroughly check all details, vet any future prospects, use gut intuition when needed, and keep decisions, financial or otherwise, grounded in reality. So, this is not the time to get lost in dreams and schemes. True. Now, if we pull this in a low vibe, darkness often reveals what daylight would hide from us. Dealing with our low vibe shadow self can be confusing, scary, and isolating. Feelings of guilt, shame, and issues with self-esteem can cause a desire to zone out with drugs or distractions, both of which cloud judgment. Channel yourself into studies you've been putting off, esoteric or otherwise. Your psychic abilities want to be explored. Rituals like setting up an altar can help you unlock connections to your spirit guides. Depression, insomnia, anxiety, and for some mental and physical ailments can plague those trapped in the moon's lower vibration. Whew, that's a lot to take on with the moon. This is the time to ask for help if needed. Alright, now we have another excerpt or snippet that, Rachel shares with us, which is incredible. So, alright, she says, when I was a young child, living in the East Village, the door to the room I shared with my brother was an intricate stained glass masterpiece. Ooh, I can almost see that. That sounds beautiful. An antique from my father's shop. At night, while the light from the kitchen shone through, I would lie in frozen dread, watching roaches in numbers too large to ignore scuttle across the colorful, illuminated panes. Ooh, that bedroom is where I began battling with sleep paralysis. Oh boy. Yeah, that was terrible. It was terrible, and I've never had it again, thank God. Sometimes called night terrors. I did too. I would wake up and I literally see. I had a rabbit, a lop-eared rabbit. I had rescued, and I would wake up and I would see it destroyed, blood everywhere. But I was still in my bed. But this part of the room was completely like a boiler room, like from Freddy Krueger. So it's night terrors are scary. So, I lie in bed, feeling wide awake but not able to move. Not an eyeball twitch, not a finger, not even a whisper. In my head, I'd scream, wake up, wake up. It never worked. Bedtime was not about rest and recuperation. It was a time of fear and helplessness. I completely get that. That is scary, too. Whoa. So, the trick I learned, like most things in life, was to relax. To do so, I created meticulously curated fantasy worlds under the moon's light. Some of my best friends and favorite adventures existed only inside my head. On the surface, this seems ridiculous and makes me sound like a very specific and odd child. No, it's not. It doesn't. But self-care can come in many forms, and it does. So, my schoolmate Anita had similar sleep issues. Anita was the tallest, smartest girl in my class, but she lived in a studio apartment with her parents, older siblings, one niece, and one aunt. She had a precious few moments of alone time, except after the sun went down. Too precious a stretch of time to waste on sleep. Ooh. Wow. We have a long story here. Alright, here we go. Alright, now under the moonlight, or way to shut out the day, was to roam our respective fantasy worlds, often revolving around actors we found attractive. Ooh, I like that. My scenario usually went something like this. I'd run away from home and bump into the Monkees. Oh my god. Are you serious? That would be amazing. Their silly music-filled sitcom was on in repeats during the afternoon, and we were obsessed. I'd run into the boys on the road, and the monkey I was least attracted to, Mickey Dolenz, would adopt me. In Anita Land, Peter Tork, I love Peter, was always her new dad. I'd enter the situation as my kid self, but then rapidly aged until I was old enough to marry the monkey of my choice, which it shouldn't surprise anybody who was a swoon susceptible to heterosexual girl at the time was Davy Jones. Oh my god, I love the Monkees. Anita and I would spend lunchtime updating each other on the previous night's adopted groupie exploits. Have you heard this song by David Bowie called Golden Years? Anita breathlessly announced one day over our sandwiches. It's so good. Also, Mickey and I flew on the Concorde last night to Morocco for a show. It was madness. I love this. Morocco sounds fun. I yawned, less from feigned one-upmanship than actual lack of sleep. Davy and I went to Pleasant Valley and picked flowers. Just him and me, so sweet. Anyways, does that song go what? My brother won't stop playing Fat Bottom Girls when I try and use the stereo. Oh wow. So my nightly guardians weren't all of the boy band variety. Some nights I was adopted by Gamara, the radioactive flying Japanese turtle. Oh my god. Other times I pretended the Zone Out lead character from the late night soap satire. Mary Hartman was my very weird mother. I became the Holly, the daughter from the family among the dinosaur series Land of Lost. I love it. And traveled the stars in a rocket with Ruth Buzzy and Jim Nabors. The stars of another cheesy show, The Lost Saucer, which featured a weird dog-horse hybrid called the Dorse, whose needs I tended to lovingly. Mostly, though, I love Saturday morning TV, like Shazam and ISIS. I wasn't always careful about when the reveries would happen, and sometimes they'd slip out during daylight. For a time, I changed my running gait to stimulate riding an Arabian horse. I did these same things, only it was a completely different scenario. But yeah, I completely understand this. So, or even being one. I galloped away when kids called me the N-word. Ooh, I hate that word. Maria, the tough leader of the tightly knit Puerto Rican girl clique, most of whom were also named Maria, caught me spinning in the girls' bathroom, chanting, "Almighty ISIS." She demanded I meet her at lunch so she could beat me up. I politely declined, and Maria never pressed it, or told the other girls I was a would-be Egyptian goddess. So the year before, the Marias had come to my friend Anita and me with the intriguing disclosure that Satan was visiting them at night. Satan, and giving them things. Ooh. They'd made altars and whispered convections to the Dark Lord in a mix of Santeria and Catholicism, and now their fervent prayers were being answered. And oh, by the way, did we want in on some of the action? He'll give you whatever you want if you give him your soul, said one Maria, and Mary giggled. Oh, and marry him, giggled another. Even then, Anita and I knew this opportunity was over our pay grade, and promptly went back to discussing bands that were not disco, with lead singers we wanted to grow up with and then marry. I'll keep Davy Jones and my soul intact. Thank you very much. I don't even think it's possible to sell soul. I don't. Alright, so since then I have taken back the night and made peace with it. Though I've been an insomniac ever since, dusk to dawn has become my safety zone. It has guaranteed me time. It helps that I no longer have to fight off roaches, but what also helped was digging into my imagination. Essentially, daydreaming and creative visualization. I love doing that. It is amazing. You can do a lot. And it allowed me to explore my subconscious fears, examine my secrets, and visualize things into reality. My flights of fancy were a soothing mechanism I was later able to make a career out of. That is amazing. That really is amazing. I completely get that too, and I love that. So before auditioning, while doing my makeup, I visualize the process. I see how fabulous the meeting will go, feel the great vibe in the room, and imagine the impact of my performance. This is precisely what I did as a kid, only now it's a single-mindedness on manifestation rather than unfocused escapism. Haha, I love it. The ability to shift my reality helps me grit through the semi-regular dark nights of the soul that seem to make up a good chunk of human existence. Yeah, it does too, right? I mean, holy wow. Why am I blurry? Why do we have so many dark nights of the soul? It's like a constant thing. So, my moonlit inward mind travels continue to shape my outward imaginative nature. They help introverted me live an occasionally extroverted life. I can totally relate to that, and I love that. I love it. So the trick is not to get lost in illusion, disengaged from the real world. Luckily for me, this is mostly solved by being an actor, by which I'm paid to play make-believe, not a bad gig. Turning dreams into walking actualities. I love that. That is beautiful. And I was really trying to look into psychology. Tomorrow we have the Sun card, which is beautiful too. I was really trying to study into psychology of the actor's mode, like how you get into a role and you really like, for the whole, Sabrina thing, because people were making a huge deal about Sabrina and the whole, the Hecate, Hecate being, their goddess now that they worship. And where was I going with this? I was trying to find a bunch of stuff about the actors, mode, the mode that you go into, you put everything into that mode, that role that you're doing. So, just by them putting, going into actor's mode, like you said earlier, and I think I seen you actually say this on your, it was your hair drying video, where you just let your hair dry and you're talking and, so I think it was one of those, where you really, you just, take on that, personality. You kind of, channel it and bring it to life. So I kind of, I associated that with, your stuff, your psychological stuff with acting into what they would do with Sabrina. So it's the same thing, same concept. Cindy Brennan, you're amazing. So, she has a video. I don't know which one because I've watched so many of them that I am just wow, I'm blown away. So yesterday I was watching it and somebody put a question in it. They said I was watching The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina and saw Hecate, and I'm not a witch and I don't practice any of this, but I feel attracted to her now. What does this mean? In Cindy Brennan, I think it was Cindy, I hope it was, said that's how it works. That's how she gets you. She will come to you in a way like this, like that. So, just, putting to bed the whole Hecate thing with, Sabrina. And, yeah, I do think that they were really honoring her, too. Especially with those powerful, that invocation where Hilda comes back from the dead. Yeah. So, maybe let's do a little bit of coffee talk real quick and see what's going on with everybody. Hopefully everybody's good. Gustavo, candles will be going again. Forgot to get those going. My Lupe spell at work is underway. Alright, where did my YouTube go? There it is. I got this really nice eucalyptus breeze candle for allergies, I don't know, for sinuses and stuff, and I don't know if it's working or not. It smells good. Yeah, Cindy Brennan. There she is. One of the first videos right here. So yeah, definitely check her out. Keeping the keys. Keeping her keys. I love it. I love all the information that you give on Hecate, or Hecate, or Hecate, however you say it. You know, I'm sure, you know, whatever, every word or every name is right. What is going on with YouTube? It's going slow. There we go. I hope. Very odd. This has been very odd lately. YouTube has been very, I don't know. It's just kind of strange. I think it's updating. Yes, it is. Kim Lehman, hi love. I love these cards. I love the video, Ryan. I hope that little boy visits you more often. Much love and hugs to you as always. I love you so much. Yeah, I don't know where he's been. I want to talk to him now. I want to talk to him again. I love that little boy. Warrior Girl, hi you. How are you? Merch Forbes, hello. Drake and Aaron, hello. Moonchild 71, hi. Gustavo, hi my brother. Careless, Estelle, Ian S, Kim Lehman, Melody, my queen of negativity, I love you. Drew's paranormal vlog. Frank, haha, I text you. Yep, right during the video yesterday. Star of Lilith, Spirit Board Practitioner. Tony Garcia, hello. Hello. Tina J, hi love. Cindy Miller, hello. Hi my darlings. Shay, Shara Harris, hi my love. I miss you. Is it gonna let me see any more comments? Ava, hi. Wicca, how are you? The Partial Sun. Isaac Bynum, hello. Michelle Lahorn, Diane Hannon, Jay Phoenix. Alright. Takes too long to get through all the comments. Would rather do it on my phone, but yeah, I don't know. So, alright guys, well, I thank you guys for watching and for all your amazing comments, and I love you all, and I will see you guys tomorrow. I was gonna say Witchy Wednesday, but yeah, it's Thursday. Tomorrow's Friday, but I will see you guys tomorrow. So I love you all very, 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 very much, and all the way from Venus, of course, all the way back down. And thank you guys for all of your amazing comments and everything that you guys contribute to this channel. And I love you all, and I will see you tomorrow.